Namaste. Welcome. Joint and neural compression can be painful, and for someone who suffers scoliosis, this is far worse. Having to endure this condition all my life, I know the struggles. Low back, hip pain, discomfort, joint pain, of the knees, yeah, the feet, the ankles, and the shoulders, and even the hands and the fingers, because all of this are connected to the issue. Yeah. And this is challenging. This could actually be disruptive. So for me, developing overall strength is still the long-term solution. And this is where yoga can really help you. But mind you, not all yoga asanas or techniques, yeah, are beneficial. Some of them could make your issues worse. So seek guidance. Yeah, but overall, when you move the spine in various directions, that will help you build the mobility and internal awareness. Internal awareness is really important. Let me lead you through a simple practice. This is divided into like two parts. The first part will be the decompression of our hips, and low back, and the upper back, which pave way for mobility. And then the second part is developing an active type of strength, something which will help you manage your condition. So you might do this class in one go, or you might do the first part first, and then the following day you do the second half. You just skip through a lesson, the video. All right, so we start. Lying on our bellies. Yeah. So the first part, I suggest you do it over like folded blankets. So you have that soft and smooth cushion, yeah, to keep our joints relaxed. Now bending your front knee and extending the other leg long. Yeah. Adjust your side long as well. So one side is longer and the other one is bent. And then just rest the head facing that bent side. Good. And then begin to work that back leg by rolling it in and out, and then correspondingly adjust the upper back too. And then once you feel relaxed, you just settle in the position. This is the asana we call the Matsya Kritasana, or the flapping fish. What it does, it decompresses the low back. It's a very mild extension, extending the low back. It's also a side stretch. Yeah, side bending is essential if you have scoliosis, because one side is hollow. Yeah, for me, it's my left side. It's so hollow that my right side drops. Yeah, and this one allows the side to relax. And not only that, this position decompresses the spine, the low back. This is also beneficial for relaxing the nerves, especially of the hips, the sacrum, and around the uh, upper and lower abdomen. Um, and then ease the breath and just breathing mindfully. And this is also good for your respiratory system. Yeah, good for the lungs, this one. Through each exhalation, allow the weight of your body to just contour on the shape of the blanket. Yeah. And if you feel this need to like adjust as your spine opens, yeah, there's always this need to adjust. So don't be static. Finding the edge, you may open, that extended leg wider, and then spread your front knee wider too. And just you may roll the thigh bone in and out like this, and lift the thigh. But if the head fatigues, feel free to turn the head the other way. So stay in this position for about 2 or 3 minutes, even, periodically adjusting to suit your body.
and really allow your exhalation to weigh down the hips. Right. So keeping your upper body relaxed, folding that extended leg, and then circle the knee around. You may fan the leg from right to left, and then circle around. And then this movement of the joint, what it does, it goes deep into the femur bone, the top of the femur bone, where it's connected to the hips. And if you have scoliosis, that part of the hips tend to compress, yeah, to accommodate, yeah, the lack of openness of the other side. Yeah, you may swim the leg, yeah, and then from there, just the ankle, circle the foot around, pointing and flexing the toes too. You might shake that foot to release tight spots and circle. So combine all those random movements. If you need to open the arms, if the neck becomes heavy, do that. Uh, that. Sometimes I would do like this, and I will crawl my upper back forward. It feels good. And this is my hollow spot, my hollow side. And then when that side is hollow, yeah, it tends to go really deep. Yeah, that the spine tilts to the other direction. And this one paves way for the spine to move to the midline. All right, beautiful. All right, and extending the leg like that. And then from there, yeah, thread that arm under and then just open flat. Yeah, so belly to floor, lower back to floor, belly open now. Right, and then just allow your body to contour and relax on your cushion, and then start to move your knees like this, and then the hips too, and then bit by bit, and lighten your heels, right, and lighten your feet. Yeah. Feel free to open the arms wider, yeah, and with the head supported, yeah, you're ensure of the healthy position of your joints. Yeah. And then moving our body side to side over that soft and smooth cushion is light for the joints too. Yeah, you may circle. Yeah, only if you can. Yeah, but this circling movement might be intense for beginners. So feel free to guide your circles with the hands. All right, and then releasing one side, and then stay, and left, and then the other side. So we can just release the lower spine. All right, beautiful. All right, just cross the ankles, and then just a mild lower back stretch like this. Yeah, rising up and down, and crisscross the leg. All right, and then scoop and release. Good. Now, just turn facing this way. Yeah. So keeping your bottom knee bent. So this is really good in a thigh stretch. So we're gonna stretch the adductors. Yeah. And this part of our inner body, the inner thigh, when they tighten, so they pull the hips so tight that it ripples to the low back. So by doing this stretching, so opposite hand to your inner thigh, and as you circle the thigh bone around, move your inner thigh muscles or flesh away from the hips, like that. You may extend the opposite arm over the head. All right, as you circle it towards you, traction or draw your inner thigh out. So like you want to separate uh, the inner hip from uh, the lower belly. And then you might do this, just lift the foot. Feels good, this one. Like you can access those inner thigh joints and then the sacrum too. And with the other arm extending, you're doing a side stretch. Lord, push and pull. You may release a moment, yeah, to rest this back. Sometimes I would draw this knee higher to stretch the back side, the posterior side. I'm gonna do this. So you will find that our condition is quite challenging. Huh? So there's always this need to move, like wrestlers' movement, so we can access those inner joints. From there, lower back again, and then you may find your legs from side to side in a circle, um, crossing. Right, and then from there, yeah, just move your hamstring muscles away from the buttock, stretching. So you may do this one leg at a time. So go as deep as you need to. Sometimes I would shake him out, up, right, and the other leg to release compression. Not only if you suffer from scoliosis, this one. So this is generally beneficial for hips. So if you're sitting too long, working on your computer, if your work entails lots of standing or walking, or if you've done long gardening outside, your lower back tightens, this will help you. Beautiful. And then just fan again like this. A circle round. All right, up and down if you can. Mobility. All right, now we're twisting. All right, so extend that leg closest to me and cross the other on top and open. Beautiful. All right. Here, feel free to turn the head. Yeah. All right, and then just from there, yeah, keep rolling over. So back to our original form, but we're gonna level the hips now, and then just adjust them. You may lift one side up and the other side. All right, folding both knees. Your arms may be wide to the side, or you can cross them forward and then circle your legs around. Yeah, feel free to turn the head, yeah, and then fanning them right to left. Right. Now limp as you let them go and change and circle, yeah, like this. That's good. Yeah. All right, you might lift one side up, and you might shake it up like that, and then down, and then change and circle through them. Yeah, like you want to loosen your hips and the joints of the low back. Yeah. That's the region where the nerves tend to tighten too much. And then just ease. And so the blanket really helps, yeah, because this adds this, I say, the softness and then the sliding motion. So we use the blanket to create more spaces through the disc. Good. Now tucking your toes, snake your spine forward like this. And then when you feel level, just energize your thigh. And here you're going to feel, the strength on your posterior. Yeah. And this one stabilizes the knees too. Beautiful. All right. Letting go. You might, yeah, wiggle first. Yeah. Fly your elbows. All right. We're pressing to kneel. All right. Place your knees. They're just close to the midline. And then sit back. And then you might adjust the kneecaps like this. Yep. And then we're going to slide the hips back in a side to side motion. And at the same time, move the spine away from the hips. And then be open to the practice. Yeah, stay with the head down. Yeah. So our tongue, yeah, really can, yeah, help us alleviate the discomfort. Yeah, the tongue, if you rub it around your mouth, yeah, against the back of your lip, yeah, the upper gum between, yeah, the front, the upper lip and the upper teeth. If you rub it from side to side, you're gonna feel the stretch right here, back of the shoulders and back of the hips, and at the bottom it goes inside. Now try that. Yeah. Yeah. And then when the mouth becomes wet, just dry the mouth. Now breathe. Beautiful. And from there, yeah, up to your kneeling position, and then just lie down. Yeah, extending the legs away from you, and then do a mild adjustment here. Yeah, like this, and then you may rub one side, uh, and the other side. All right, and we're twisting. All right, so crossing one knee under and the other on top, and then just hug that knee. All right, and then you may lift the hip, and the other side too. So twisting, yeah, gentle twisting, yeah, they're good, yeah. But deep ones where you really compress, like in a deep binding, well, that could happen progressively in the future. For general practice, this one will suffice, yeah. But if the Ardra Matsyendrasana is light, you can do that too, yeah. But if this one causes discomfort here, don't do it. Yeah. And then rolling the shoulders up and down, and then the neck too. Good. And stay. And this position, twisting, we develop that inner core awareness because the core inside is really the key, yeah, to holding the spine in its, I say, stable position. Because when we have those abnormal curvature, the spine tends to move over one side, it favors one side. And sometimes, if we miss a step, for example, just a simple standing or walking, if you're not aware of those, yeah, I say, imbalances inside, that could potentially, yeah, hurt you. I know. Sometimes you're just doing your household chores and then you bend over to grab something from the cupboard and you stand up, and that could be debilitating. And recovering from neural compression, spasm, could take a long time. All right, and then release. And then you have to breathe through it. All right, and then just moving like this. Yeah, fanning your legs. Yeah, and the hips. Beautiful. Easy. All right, so since we started this direction, so we drop the other side. Yeah, and then on your belly again. Yeah, and we're just repeating the sequence from the top. So bending that knee closest to me and extending the other leg long and rest. All right. Now, for example, this is your normal side. Yeah, you know what I mean? I say normal when you have this spinal curvature, abnormal spinal curvature. One side feels normal actually, yeah, but it's the hollow side which gives us the problems. So if this is, for example, your normal side, you can just rest right here, right, and then just adjust. Yeah, yeah, so to open the shoulder, generally when your spine leans to that direction, it's the upper back which is tight, right? Yeah. So bending the elbow to the side will help. If you need, fold the blanket a little bit more to create more cushion or place something under your chest. But for this class, let's even the technique. So circle the leg around like that. Oops. Or you can extend, use your toes to adjust, crawl your spine forward. So you can stretch the side trunk. Yeah. Shake it out. Yeah. Circle. So picture, think about your ankles like your wrist. Yeah. They're meant to be mobile. And it will help. Yeah. If the joints of our knees, our feet, our ankles, our shoulders, our elbows, and the hands are mobile, then nerve compression is lessened. And even the toes. Yeah, turn the head if you need. Use your arm, to elevate your head if you need. And breathing. And then just settle for a moment. Right. And then adding the meditation, using the brain to channelize our breath down the bottom region of our spine. not just your lungs. Yeah, when you're breathing in a prone position such as this, the breath flows so yeah, freely down the bottom nerve clusters. You can feel the belly there, even the bottom of the hips, close to your navel, and your creative energies. Exhale. All right, spreading that arm across and then open wide. All right, feet down first, and then this. If you place your hands under your skull, that will elevate your head. Yeah, so play around. Yeah, do what's right for your structure. And then when you do this side to side, your knees may open. Yeah, but not too much that they feel too loose. All right, you may use the hands to guide your legs around like this. One, good. Lift them up and down, crisscross, side to side. All right, facing me again. Yeah, for stretching the inner leg. Just if you need. All right, and get this one up. So off topic, like if you have scoliosis, even your clothing gets twisted. Your pants. Yeah, sometimes you need to adjust your clothing to the center because as your spine, your favors the other side. All of our movement go there too. Well, yes, pushing, extending. Yeah. If you need, sometimes you may want to open like this and then go as deep, like you want to really separate. Yeah, that. Sometimes you need to just square and adding the tongue. This one as well. Hugging. Yes, we can stretch this too. Closer. You may use the opposite hand. Yeah. If you have those spiky balls, yeah, with the spikes, you can actually use that to rub around those tight spots. So, or just a soft one. I think I have something here. So just keep going. Breathing in, breathing out. You may use your massage ball, to loosen your tight spots. Sometimes yes, you find it like they are like tight, yeah, stubborn compression there. Just allow some pressure there, just holding, especially up the other quadrant of the buttock. Yeah, but don't press against the bones. Yeah, just the flesh. Right. And the other one too. Beautiful. All right, and from there, twisting. Yeah, leg closest to knee opens, cross the other on top, and release. Yeah. Feels good, right? Like before you practice, like this spasm building inside. You know it's gonna happen. Yeah, it's just a matter of when, and you're gonna snap. So before it happens, once your hips, you feel that heavy, you're tight and sluggish. Yeah, you have to stretch, and then try the sequence. Even the neck and shoulders. Beautiful. All right, and just rolling over again. And we do the symmetrical ones, circles, crisscrossing, dropping, um, swim the leg. So if you notice, I hang my knee joints over the cushion, so I have more mobility. So I have here is like, you know, maybe 4 or 5 fleece blanket just at your local shop, or you can do your thick blanket at home. Alrighty, and then extending, tucking the toes, yeah, like a light cobra position. Now extend your spine. Back bend is also beneficial to open the desk, but not the intense ones. Supported back bend is good, like this, and release. All right, you may wiggle a bit. Yeah. Free the leg. You may shake the leg out. In the neck. Good. Pressing to kneel. Right. Tucking your toes. So knees down. Sit back. Yeah. Wiggle. Just forward, 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 and then down. Good. Breathe. Like the this position. Whereas before the practice, this one is so heavy and tight. After opening those hips and the joints there in the low back, this is effortless. Good. All right, and then from there, yeah, moving forward, yeah, sitting, extending the legs away from you. You may fan the leg like this, yeah, circle that leg around, kick and stretch. All right, interesting. Yeah, leg closest to me on top, and hug the knee. Pull back, easy. This is my tight spot, my right side, which commonly for most of us. You might move this neck away lightly, and then release. Beautiful. Inhaling and exhale. Good. So that's the first spot. Yeah, you can just rest in the Shavasana. You can get up and face the rest of your task, or progressing to the next stage, which is mobility and strength. So for this one, just fold your blanket and set that aside. Right. If you have like yoga props, yeah, you may collect those props now and just place them accessible and handy. All right, from there, spreading the fingers, lift the hips, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, bend and stretch, and then move, and then you may turn to light circles, bend and stretch. All right, now we're stepping. Yeah, back leg. Yeah, if you're facing this direction, is your left leg. Yeah, and the right foot down. Exhale, and then open facing me. Second warrior. Yeah, so bending. All right, here. Yeah, roll the shoulders. Yeah, lift them and let them go. Beautiful, and then settle. All right, hip strength is important. The hips are like the foundation of our spine. When the hips are strong, the rest of us strong. And settle. 5 breaths or 10 breaths, would suffice. That's only 30 seconds. What's 30 seconds for a long time of strengthening benefit? Stay. You may devote one breath to each of your fingers. And take a long breath and inhale. And exhale. Good. As easy as that. So place your elbow down if you need to stride a little bit shorter and stretch the side trunk. And you might arch, yeah, side bending, and then slowly settle. Yeah, up and down. All right, both hands down to floor. Yeah, 10 toes face the same direction, facing me. Yeah, maybe 1 meter apart or where you're the most balanced. And then just pendulum your weight forward and back. Yeah. And then just fold your spine easy. Good. Let the neck and the shoulders relax. Yeah, stretching the posterior side, broadening the sacrum by tractioning or moving the thighs apart, but they don't visibly move. So you don't want to be opening the legs too wide. Can you notice my, yeah, lopsided side? That this one tends to um, favor, yeah, the sides. I need always to like move the thigh in so this one can move to balance. Breathing in, awareness, and now open them wide. And then pendulum to side and rise. Inhaling, draw the spine. Exhale, sink. Right. Releasing tension in the hips and the upper back. Yeah, up and down movement. Like this. Breathing in. Exhale, settle. All right, and then walk the other way, and then squaring down the facing dog. Here, pedal, bend, and stretch side to side. Let me open wide. Good. All right, now from here, step. Yeah, leg closest to me. Up. Yeah, which is the left leg. Your right heel down. This time, keep tracking the vertical position. Breathing in, soften, Vasoya. Link your hands and stretch your spine. You may fold the elbows and then open, opening the thoracic cavity, strengthening in the lower regions. Breathe. Breathe up the spine, inhaling. Now exhale. All right, shorten that stride. Yeah. So if pressing the heel down is difficult for the flexibility of your back leg, square that foot over. Yeah. If you can, keep your back foot flat, reach, and twisting to this direction. All right, soften forward. Yeah. Thigh back. Move the spine towards the diagonal axis. So the twist is like a spiral. You just don't turn the spine. As you turn, you move. Yeah, the discs long in a spiraling motion. Sometimes visualizing it helps. Yeah. All right. Free the hands and square the body. Downward facing dog. And then bend and stretch side to side. Good. Right foot steps up. Back foot. Heel down. Opening second warrior. So if you notice, yeah, our sequence is like after working on strength by making the muscles slightly active, we release. Yeah. And then settle. Yeah. Breathing in, breathing out. Yeah. Become aware of the breath is important. Like the breath, if you inspire, you feel it rise. To train your mind, yeah, to get accustomed or familiar with the breath, you can do this breathing in, breathing out. Yeah, breathing in, breathing out. Yeah. So once you are efficient managing the breath inside, you can hold it still. Yeah. One more breath. All right, easy. Forearm down. Adjust this leg if you need, and a light stretch, and lightly arch, and then drop. All right, easy. Yeah, to the front. So I've talked about the ideal like stride or distance to suit your structure. So cupping your heels using your hands, grab the heels from the outside. You should be able to comfortably place your heels there and still bend the elbows and then wiggle. If you struggle doing that, it means your legs are too wide. Yeah. Or if you're too narrow, yeah, this could work too if you're really lacking the flexibility. Yeah, so find the midpoint. Yeah, good. And then once there, yeah, settle in the middle before you fold. Inhale, open. On the exhalation, drop loose. Then you might nod the head, rub the tongue inside the mouth, and then settle exhalation. One more thing. You need to breathe through the nose only, otherwise stated by your teacher. The healthy breathing is when we do it through the nose and not the mouth. Mouth breathing is unhealthy. We don't breathe through the mouth unless instructed by a teacher. There are yoga techniques which we breathe through the mouth, but they are not done unless specifically stated. Just breathe through the nose. Beautiful. All right, open. Turn them wide. Rise. And down. Breathing in. Breathing out. Yeah. Inhale. Exhale. Yeah, let's do two more. Just to break stagnation after folding. One last time. Coming down, all right, walking the other way, and stretch back down dog. And here, you might jump the downward dog, then a stretch, and circle around. All right, the leg closest to me, which is the right, steps up, and the heel down, opening up first for you. Soften, and rise, and just stretch. If you notice, we're moving our spine in various directions. This, the principle of flow with the spine being the centerpiece of your practice, and of course the breath, flowing through the breath. And we've not done any complicated ones, yeah, but quite challenging, yeah? All right, rise, inhale, reach. All right, you may place a hand down or across. Yeah, adjust a short stride, palms together. Breathe. A light resistance between your front knee and your elbow, and that stabilizes the spine, huh? Especially if this is your hollow spot, to encourage your spine to move to that direction. All right, free, square, square, all right, then a stretch. Good. Now we're going to use our blocks now. Yeah, yeah, mobility and inner core strength. If you're not using the block, yeah, just place your hands flat on the ground. All right, one knee at a time. Cross them, sitting. You may be able to fit through and release. Good. From there, hugging, and then roll on your back. Good. And then just a mild restoration up and down. All right, and we do that technique again of massaging a low back. You feel how strong your body has become? Like you've regained your openness and the breath is flowing. Good. All right, push and pull. All right. From there, yeah, just roll over one side, coming up. All right. Bring your prop with you. So this sequence is so simple, very straightforward, just changing sides. Yeah? Good. Crossing, cross the other leg, first, second, and then from here, push. Wind up through. All right. Bending, inhale, and rolling, exhale. And find those arms again, the hips. Feel free to hold it one side and then change. So what can we do? Yeah, we're born with it. So we rise above our limitations. And practically, yeah, that's life. That's yoga. Eh? And then when we've risen through those, I say, original limitations, that's where we harness our potentials. All right, crossing, yeah, rocking up and down. All right, one more thing. Yeah, you don't want to be bouncing this up. Yeah, so one side, this. Take your time. Yeah, if you're not doing the prop, I'll show you the modification. Right. You can cross or you can just kneel, sit, drop to one side, and then forward. And that's already good for mobilizing the joints of the spine. All right. If you want, yeah, this, this, sit, and drop, and then forward. All right. And roll back. All right. Open again. If you want to perform the inner thigh stretching again, do that. You may shake it out. The other side. Yeah. You may extend one leg, cross the other on top, and fan the leg. All right. And coming up and down, rock and motion. All right, over one side. Yeah. Bring your prop with you. Last. Up. Exhaling. All right. Crossing one knee at a time. Develop the strength. Or, yeah, if you've been doing this already, yeah, you can cross through in the jump position, yeah, hang, and then through, and then sit. All right, move the blocks away, and on your backs again. All right, and release the joints. Well done. All right, I would normally finish with kriyas like this, shake out, yeah, and then preparing. Yeah. You may roll your blanket again. Yeah. You're at home, huh? So you all have the time and the freedom to utilize the things around your house. Good. And then do this again, yeah. Yeah. Releasing those inner hip joints and then side to side. Yeah. If you need to do a light twist, do that, but not too long. You may fan the leg across and out. At the same time, extending and the other way. Good. And rest. And while here, I just want you to become comfortable and relax. You might join me as I chant the Om. And what we do when we chant the Om, we release excess energies which can cause stagnation. Yeah. Although it's good to have the energy, excess ones are not needed, so we need to release them out. And then chanting is one way to relax our vocal cords and the throat and the cervical spine. When you do it with me, just say it quietly but penetrating and deep. Awareness back to my voice. And breathe. Yeah? Allow your breath to expand again, your inner body. Begin to move now. You may sway first with a light knee bend, the lower back. Start to move the joints, hands, feet, toes, ankles. Even in the shoulders. And then bit by bit, folding the knees. Activating, mobilizing our lower back again. And hugging. Just a mild circle. And up and down, the rock in motion. Beautiful. All right, and then over one side, and up to your sitting. Good. Hopefully, you're much in a better position after the practice. Yeah, let's close. Breathing in, arms left, and exhale down. Two more. Find your breath rise. You may follow using your external light or internally. You follow your breath. One more time. Inhale as you rise. And fold the knees together in front of our hearts. We fold over it. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. And I'll see you in the next session. Namaste. Take care.